The waste mineral oil, which comes from the oil tank, is pumped into the sedimentation filtration static tank. Before the whole system starts the normal work, the condensation oil system should be started to make the condensation oil heating temperature reaches the presetting temperature. Then the circulating water pump and cooling tower should be started. Next, the vacuum pump should be started step by step. Then the vacuum pump will go into the normal work. After the preparation, the waste oil is extracted from the bottom of the static oil tank through level 1 feeding pump. First, the waste oil controlled by the flow meter goes into the heating exchanger continuously and evenly, and as a coolant to change the heat with high temperature oil, which comes from the distillation tower. The preheating oil goes into the spiral plant heater heated once again by the high temperature conduction oil, then goes into the vacuum thin film evaporator. The waste oil goes into the vacuum thin film evaporator from the upper of the heating jacket. Parts of the waste oil flash evaporated immediately and discharged from the upper exit. The parts which is not evaporated is well distributed to the vertical inner wall of the cylinder and goes down because of the gravity. At the same time, is accelerated by the diaphragm and form a turbulent film, which formed in the space between the heating phase and the upper of the diaphragm. Then causes intense heat and makes transfer and push down spirally. In this process, the rotating film evaporator ensures the continuance and uniformity of the liquid film and prevent the liquid film coking and scaling in the heating phase. When the liquid film is heated to a certain temperature by the conduction oil which is in the heating jacket, about 10%, the light components heated, evaporated into oil gas and rise. The oil gas flow to the external condenser which connected with the upper of the evaporator. Moreover, the heavy components, which is not evaporated, flow to the bottom of the evaporator along the heating phase spirally and discharged into the mid-mixed oil tank through the level 2 feeding pump. The heavy components goes into the secondary heater evenly controlled by the flow meter, and then goes into the 2-stage short-range molecular evaporator from the upper heating jacket. The workflow is like above. About 80% light components heated and formed into the vapor. Then the separated vapor condensates into liquid by the built-in condenser and discharged out from the discharge hole and collects in the product tank. While the heavy components, which is not evaporated, flow out and discharge from the bottom of the evaporator. The waste oil can be removed, the dark color, and the water in the 2-stage evaporator reach or exceed primary base oil standards. Waste mineral oil regeneration equipment can recycle any kind of waste mineral oil. Low cost, high degree of automation, simple operation, easy to learn, using pure physical method to process waste oil, safety, environmental protection, energy saving. This technology combine the thin film evaporator and short-range molecular evaporator is the most advanced method to regeneration the waste mineral oil in the whole world.